You know, the last Thursday, there's no football.
Oh, yeah, enjoy it.
Look at that, right?
Embrace the holiday weekend. Labor Day weekend is here. Covino and Rich, what a week it's been. We filled in for the herd. Now we're here, overpromised. All the ideas we didn't have time for. Now, normally, we're on Fox Sports Radio. Right there, Fox Sports Radio, 2 to 4 out here on the west side, 5 to 7 on the East Coast. If you dig the show, well, we have a Patreon, right? Monday through Thursday, join that. Or join us on Fox Sports and catch the podcast. Search Covino and Rich wherever you stream. Now, lots to get to today on Overpromised. Rich has a shocking football, speaking of football, a shocking football stat. Not going to want to miss that. Plus, at this stage of the game, do you care about how much weight you're lifting? Do you care about that? Should you care about that? There's a Tom Brady story.
Yeah, I got major thoughts on this. And we're going to throw it back with two of your favorite, Shaq and Charles Barkley.
Yes.
But, you know, I thought this was interesting. Of all the people that loved or hated the idea of LeBron playing with Bronny, there were some people that were like, nepotism, oh, this stupid shit. And other people were like, beautiful, a father gets to play with his son. It was so polarizing. One question that never came up in all that bullshit, like from a month ago, what is he going to call him on the court? Papa? Daddy? Dad? Papi? Papa? So they talked about it on The Shop. Take a look.
What's your working relationship? Is he going to call you dad at practice in the locker room?
No, we already laid that. No, he can't. We already laid that down. He cannot call me dad in the workplace. All right. Once we leave out of the private facility and the gates close, I could be dad again. In the car, if we ride together. At home, I could be dad. No, he got to call me like 2-3 or Brian.
Okay.
Or, you know, GOAT if he wants to. It's up to him. I mean, it's up to him. But it's easy for me. It's easy for me because I've been calling him Bronny for so long. Yeah. It's not like I've been calling, hey son. Like, so it's easy for me. It's gonna be.
But hold on, there is some hypocrisy there. And before we start making fun of LeBron James, let me say this respectfully. I think it's awesome what's happening between them. That's a dream come true. So there's no hate here. It's incredible and it's great to see. But isn't LeBron James the first guy to be saying all the time, it's a dream come true to play with my son Bronny, my son Bronny, my son Bronny, my son Bronny. He keeps calling him my son Bronny, but he's mad about being called dad on the court. I'm not saying I don't understand, because I do. He doesn't want to be the old guy or be deemed as the old guy out there. But, you know, he is quick to call him his son, right? So you can't have both, I don't think. He has to be calling him Bronny then. That's it.
I did think the funny part of that clip that has gone under the radar, he's like, unless they're driving home, they're going to carpool together. How adorable. And then
it's a great
Then they go home for dinner together and mom's making pork chops. So there are other names we thought of that he could call LeBron instead of dad.
Yeah, if he can't call him dad or papa, whatever he calls him, how about he call him the Great Floppy? All right, we'll start with that. The Great Floppy, because as you know, LeBron James known for this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, LeBron haters love to point out the fact that, you know, he loves to flop. He's a flopper.
I like him extra floppy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, I told you can't call me Dad. I mean the Great Floppy. There you go. That'll work.
Great Floppy. Well, I mean,
that might work.
How embarrassing if he's like,
the floppiest.
Imagine he's like, Daddy, pass me the ball. Dad. Like,
oh, embarrassing. I mean, floppy. So the Great Floppy. We got that one.
Oh, how about old Graybeard?
That's the other one. Old Graybeard sounds good. I don't understand how he doesn't want to be dad.
Old Graybeard,
but he looks like he could be everybody's dad with the Graybeard. And as Emmett Smith said for years, no play for Mr. Gray. The beard is weird. And when you're on the court, basketball's a young man's game. I don't think you advertise this wisdom. And that's why he doesn't want to be called dad. So why does he have the gray beard?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
There's one thing, and probably one thing I have in common with LeBron James. Spot, throw that picture back up. That is exactly where my gray comes in. Like that chin, like that jawline over there. I, once in a while, do the little just for men. LeBron James should be doing that. He's trying to play a young man's game.
It's a good name. He looks like a pirate there. Oh, Graybeard. So if you can't call him dad, all Graybeard works. How about this? If you can't call him dad on the court, how about busted toes? How about BAT? Busted ass toes.
Yo, bat.
Because I don't know if you knew this about LeBron's feet, but his tootsies are mangled. So if he doesn't want dad, BAT, busted ass toes
Yo,
might
Bat.
work. Yo, that might work. I don't know.
Hey, do you know the trash talking that could take place out there? Like they're losing, like, yo, you and your bitch dad. Like there's gonna be people that are trying. They will try to play to the emotions.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
Oh yeah.
How about this one? You always say this is the worst thing you could tell a guy.
Oh yeah.
Yo, hairline.
Now we say this respectfully, but if you can't call him dad, I'm sure he'll turn around if he hears that one, right?
Get that
Like,
topics. Get that
if Bronny's
fill-in.
if Bronny's open and he's not responding to dad, hairline, I'm open. That he might get some attention there. And there is no worse insult in the world than hairline. Because even if you have a strong hairline, you're going to be wondering, me? Really? I don't know.
Wow.
And I know, right? That's the comeback player of the year right there, his hairline. Look at that. Look at the progression.
If they ever fight amongst each other on the team, you ever think LeBron's gonna be like, yo, I banged your mom to Bronny? Like,
Hey, maybe. But look, it's also a testament to how long he's been there, how long he's done it, right? So again, credit to LeBron James. We're just having fun with this story because he's the one that said, you can't call me dad. Well, what are we going to call him?
it is sort of funny when you think about it.
And LeBron did say, well, then call me GOAT. So in that case, maybe Bronny calls him MJ. There you
Michael.
go. Oh, the GOAT. Hey, MJ, I'm open.
Oh, you said you were the go.
You said you were the GOAT.
Sorry.
So Michael Jordan now. Those are just some things Bronny could call LeBron. We say that respectfully.
Yeah.
And if you want to add to the list, if you got anything else, hit us up at Covino and Rich, at Fox Sports Radio. Hashtag Covino's the man. Hashtag LeBron James. LeBron James.
I don't think anyone's thinking about basketball right now because it's football season.
Hairline James. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
And Tom Brady was in the news. And by the way, something we talked about earlier on Fox, how interesting the dilemma they might have as far as what corporate Tom Brady could do compared to announcer Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That could get dicey. But there was another Tom Brady story, and it had to do with him bench pressing. And I feel like this is something you and your Jersey Guido friends bragged about in the 90s.
Without a doubt. But again, you're talking 30 years ago or whatever, right? When we were taking creatine and caring about those things, trying to get our weight up, basically. Trying to get your weight up as a kid. As you get older, do you really want to push your limits? Now, before we talk about what Tom Brady did, let's throw it back to when Shaq and Chuck had a liftoff. Do you remember this?
I think this is hilarious.
Shaq and Chuck had a liftoff on TNT to promote some Mark Wahlberg movie or whatever, right? And the whole premise was that Charles Barkley had fake weights. And Shaquille O'Neal was trying to outlift Charles Barkley. It was a liftoff.
The fact that Shaq is dumbfounded as to how is Charles Barkley beating me?
So they start at 135, they get it up easy. Then they go to 225, they get it up easy. 315, Shaq is struggling a little bit, gets it up. Barkley throws it up easy. And then they're at 405, and here's how the clip pans out.
405, I'm gonna try it.
405.
The great liftoff.
Holy shit, that's 4 plates on each side.
Shaq couldn't do it.
This is up to Charles Barkley to win it.
We got this, Charles.
Oh, he's struggling here.
Come on, Charles. It's your time. You need help? Lock it out, lock it out, lock it out. Yes!
Is it a clean bench? I think we have a winner. The pain and gain liftoff. You're supposed to shake my hand.
Shut up.
Shaq's
Charles
mad.
Barkley, congratulations.
Shaquille's a sore loser. Thank you very much.
Shaq, your parting gift.
It's a fake weight. Yeah, it was a prank. And it was great. Somehow they went viral again, and it got us thinking about it. And then, like Rich just said, Tom Brady also in the news this week, benching, 245?
I think he's, hold on, I'll find the exact story. It's Tom Brady. Yeah, 245. How much do you bench, bro?
How much you bench, bro? And that's an awkward question nowadays, because I'll tell you what. You called me out as a Guido from New Jersey. Yeah, I did take pride in that at one point in my life. Now at this stage of the game, I know I look young and spry. But let's just say I'm in my 40s. I don't give a diddly squat about how much I'm putting up. I just want to maintain. I want to get my workout in, but I also don't want to hurt myself. Who has time for that? No thanks. It's just not a priority. Short hair, don't care.
You could argue that
Sweet hair, don't care.
I've gone the extreme opposite. I lift so light now because I see every dumb friend I have that's in their 40s. You hit 40, one little ache or pain, that could be permanent. I have a buddy that tore his pec. I have another friend that tore his bicep. Our video producer, Spot, he had to get shoulder surgery. I'm not in the business of hurting myself post 40. So when I tell you I'm using like 20-pound dumbbells, I warm up with 15s. I don't give a shit,
for
dude.
you to use that little weight rack with all the pink and orange dumbbells is a little odd to me.
I don't care. I feel good.
But I also think caring about the weight that you're putting up at this stage is also a little odd.
It's a young man's game.
Unless, of course, you're a young guy, right? And you're trying to get your weight up. Or B, you're like a professional bodybuilder, current athlete, that sort of thing.
We all live
If you're
that
just a
life.
regular dude and you're just trying to maintain, you're trying to keep some weight off probably, I just don't see how that fits into your life if you have other things going on.
No.
But there's guys like Spot who have made fitness a priority that think we're weak as could be by not caring.
Who has got hurt?
So, well, yeah, but I'm still strong and I've strengthened all the muscles around it. It's like I was hurting when I first started working out, so it came from something else.
Yeah, but
it might just be like structure. It could be wear and tear, just like
Spot's
everyday
the guy
life.
that's making fun of us for you especially, not breaking a sweat
You
at
don't
the
break
gym.
how is that possible? You don't work. You've told me you've never done a leg day, which blows my mind.
I don't do a leg day. Because I have nice legs already.
Do you also, Spot, you're sort of a gym rat now. Do you know like your max weight on leg press?
Yeah, I mean, I slowly build on it. I'd have to look at the specific machines, but yeah, like I know where I've been. I had to back off once I had my surgery and work back up again. But like, yeah, I'm probably benching like 155 right now, which is not a lot, but I had to work back up to that.
Right, you're rehabbing.
I'm deadlifting like 275
I'm not in the
right
business of
now. It's
I know it sounds odd, right? Because Rich and I grew up playing sports, and we still go to the gym on the regular. We should be in better shape probably for as often as we go.
Should be,
but we're going to maintain because I got to say I'm sort of past the stage of knowing my max weight at anything. That used to be important to me back then. You know what it's like? It's like someone saying, "Yo, dude, what's your body count?" And there was a stage in my life where you knew that number, but now do you know, and nor do you care, right?
It's like embarrassing.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, dude. What?
So
I don't know.
You're counting how many girls you've dated?
I don't,
What type of weirdo are you?
I don't know.
I feel
That's
the same
how
way
I
about
feel
benching.
About
Yeah.
benching. It's like, yeah, I used to care about that, but I really don't anymore. And that may be eye-rolly to you, but that's really the stage I think most guys are. They just want to stay in shape. They just want to throw some weight out. But as far as their max, I don't max out. I don't know.
I take pride in lifting light and still feeling good and looking good in like a t-shirt. Like I'm telling you,
You do lift absurdly like
I
that.
don't need more than if I'm doing shoulder presses or if I'm doing like even a machine for bench press. 120. I don't need to be lifting hundreds of pounds.
Is there a middle ground? I think I'm a good middle ground. I really do.
Right now, you're relying heavily on genetics, and eventually that's going to start working against you. Because once your body starts slowing down, if you're not setting a good foundation, you need to, you need to push. You don't need to max out. Like, I don't know what my max is. I'm sure I could do more than
Tom
what
Brady
I'm doing,
does.
but I'm doing it for reps. I'm doing it to build strength.
Yeah, but is Tom Brady or Ichiro or any of these guys that are in good shape, are they doing is any athlete like that doing max weight?
No, there's a difference between being a bodybuilder and going crazy and maintaining. And as you get older, it's more important to have these muscles trained and toned.
It's also more important. No, it's also
strong.
more important not getting hurt. And I see
You only get hurt if you don't know what you're doing.
No, not true. Not true at all. The people I'm thinking about, you're such an arrogant prick. You think you know more than people I'm talking about.
I know. Yeah.
Guys that played college football that are ripped big guys that are like 40-ish and they
Not getting hurt is a priority not only for dudes in their 40s, but dudes getting ready for the actual football season. You saw preseason.
I saw a
They're
stat.
playing patty.
You want to see the stat? This is a stat about fans. You said I was going to drop a good one. As the football season approaches, 37% of men say they gain significant weight from September to January. And 53% of those guys that say they gained weight more than 10 pounds. So you do have to make the gym a part of your fall life, because just because you got a hoodie, don't put yourself behind the 8 ball, because then spring hits and you're a piece of trash.
Well, that's a fun stat. Let me sit on that for a minute, because that's a lot of weight. That's significant. 10 pounds from September to January. And again, because of sweatshirt weather and you're rocking your old school starter jacket.
You feel more comfortable with a belly underneath that.
With a hoodie on.
Go to the gym, you slug.
You can hide it a little bit. We're not saying go to the gym, but I'm saying, do you care about your max weight? But maybe Tom Brady brings you back and plants that seed of saying, if he's putting 245 up, I wonder where I'm at. Like, are you even interested right now to see what you could throw up?
You need to build to it. And
I think we'd all be shocked to see how weak we really. Yeah, you could do your 3 sets or whatever.
Yeah,
but I bet you can't put up what you think you can.
And you're more likely to injure yourself by trying to do that than like just doing steady, consistent weight.
But I have no interest. The same way you like when I'll be like, "Yo, Covino, try this seafood," and you're like, "I don't like seafood." No interest. I have no interest.
Yeah, here's the thing. I have no interest in bulk, Spot, because you know what that bulk turns into? Extra fat from September to January when I'm sitting around lounging watching football, eating 5-layer dips. That's the truth. So I'm trying to lift lighter, not as light as Rich, lighter to get those reps in so that I can eat a little bit more and enjoy my football season.
Well, I'll tell you why this happens. Obviously, because people feel comfortable in hoodies and football jerseys and sweatshirts. I'm already thinking about next week. The real question is, how do you try to eat relatively healthy here and there? Because I'm already thinking about next week. Thursday, NFL kickoff, Chiefs, Ravens.
And we already made plans.
Guess where we made plans?
Yeah.
We're going to Buffalo Wild Wings with Danny G.
It's impossible to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, any Wild Wing place.
All right.
And avoid the wings.
Friday.
That's impossible.
Friday,
What's the healthy option?
Tell me about Friday.
Yeah. Well, that's why you have to continue going to the gym to balance it out.
Eagles from Brazil.
Okay.
My softball buddy's like, yeah, we're all going to the bar to watch that. 2 days in a row, you're eating shitty.
And drinking, probably. And then, at least a few drinks.
And then Sunday, I'm already getting people be like, yo, first day of the NFL season, you having people over? Let's like make a brunch and we'll eat. And Sarah, do you want to make that stuffed French toast and bacon? And so now you talk about Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. 3 out of the 4 days of that first NFL weekend, you're going to be a piece of shit slob.
And dude, not only some great football, but you got some fights coming up. We're going to be in Vegas for Canelo Berlanga. You know you're going to be eating and drinking and boozing and schmoozing. So all of these things add up, which is why the gym is important. But again, nobody's in the business of getting hurt. From preseason NFL to you in your 30s, 40s, whatever. No one wants to get hurt because that hurt is a major step back, which leads to you feeling like a slug anyway.
Would you do this? Would you do this?
I'll say,
read it.
37% of men said they would give up football games for 2 months. So we're talking 8 weeks of the NFL season.
2 months.
8 weeks.
Would you do it?
If it meant you just get a 6-pack.
Would you do it?
Now, if you told me I didn't have to work out and I just got the 6-pack, like
you'd
7
be willing
fingers.
to miss out 8 weeks? You live for this.
No, honestly,
I don't need a 6-pack. What am I, 22?
No, if you didn't have to work out.
If I was a fat slob, I might say yes, but I'd rather watch football. I want to live life and enjoy. I'm not giving up 8 weeks of NFL action.
Loser.
Well,
2 and 5 men said their belly is the physical attribute they change about themselves. And I'm just telling you, enjoy your wings, enjoy your beer, but moderation, because football season is like prime time for you to just lose track of your goals, lose track of who you are, and just become sloppy. Don't be sloppy.
Would you give up your love life? Would you give up 6
for abs?
For abs?
He's doing pretty well without him.
I'd be more likely to do that than give up football. You can give up booty for a month or so, more so than football.
So again, if you're doing the math, I don't think maxing out is where you are unless you're a professional athlete, right?
No one should be there. No one should be.
Tom Brady's putting up 245, good for him. But letting yourself slip and gaining more than 10 pounds from September to January is also not what we're preaching here. There's a middle ground. Stay healthy. Health is wealth. And that's really it.
Yeah, some good motivation.
Yeah.
Enjoy your Labor Day weekend.
There's a middle ground somewhere.
Oh, wait, I was going to say, enjoy your Labor Day weekend, eat and drink like a slob, and then we'll start fresh next week. But then it's NFL season, so, hey, have fun.
Diet starts in 4 months.
All right. Yeah. I have this new plan, Covino. It's going to be my Valentine's Day diet when football's over.
All right,
Like
sure.
that. We'll see you guys later today. Actually, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Kick off the weekend right. Fox Sports Radio. Until then, arrivederci, baby.
See you in the Overpromised land. Who's the master?
Later.